Take a moment and I'm going to make this video about what was impressive about the Spitfire, because I've heard some stuff about the Spitfire, and you know, the Spitfires are cool and everything's awesome, but you know, someone ought to go over there. Well, someone ought to go slap someone, honestly, because I'm going to tell you what made the Spitfire impressive and amazing right now. What made the Spitfire particularly impressive and amazing was the fact that the paneling for the aircraft was made out of oak. The wing, the actual skin, they perfected at the Spitfire plant. They perfected shaving oak wood until it was about as thin as it could possibly be made. The Spitfire was a hardened wood skin aircraft. First of its kind. And that's what really set the Spitfire apart from all other aircraft. It was not built as an aluminum aircraft. In fact, they didn't even have aluminum back then. Most aircraft would actually use pine outer skin. The struts on the aircraft itself would usually be hardened wood, like oak or mahogany or some other hard wood. That's why the way it was built, okay? Now then. And most wood struts were actually made out of carved wood. They would carve the whole block. Airplanes took years to build. Most airplanes took about 3 years to build. One aircraft, one, and only one, took 3 years to build. The first aircraft. That was a Spitfire. Okay? No aluminum. I just really have this slight little issue with people not representing or recognizing the great work of a town where the Spitfire plant originally was, okay? I was impressed. Those people really impressed me. They shaved hardened oak down until it was almost yay thick, and they kept it from cracking. And then they skinned the Spitfire using the thinnest possible hardwood paneling possible by hand. These were not war aircraft. I wish there was still one of them out there. They're hand carved wood, mahogany and oak wood skinned aircraft. They would use a whole tree. They would carve these things. The wings would be made out of one piece of oak wood. One piece. No seams. Carved. They would take the wing, carve it. That was how big your aircraft was. They had a 4-foot wide tree, 4-foot wide wing. Slice it, carve it, skin it, done. The amount of effort that went into the first Spitfire, these people, my people, people from those towns, from that town, their grandfathers and grandparents, did things that no one does anymore. It's disrespectful. They were great people that amazed me. I was shocked and amazed. The amount of effort and labor and how fast they're able to build those things, okay? It's upsetting. It should be on the TV. What was so friggin' impressive about the Spitfire? I personally think to take a piece of wood about this thick and to shave it down to about that thick is something. Maybe you don't think so. But who cares about your opinion? Anyway, they were not used for war. They were works of art. Those planes, There's a reason why they would shine those planes up every day. Because they knew how much time it took to build them. One plane took 3 years. Just one. I felt bad asking them to shoot them down. But they, my trains, food, they had food because my trains, there's a lot of things going on. Panama Canal, all the different canals, everything was going on. Things were just being built. The world was being built by steam. They had engines. They were playing around with flight. That's why everyone was like, hey, I got into a Spitfire and it was pretty damn impressive. Because everyone else had steam. If you got into a Spitfire or an airplane, it was like the hand of God came down and said, here you go. The hand of God, of course, was me. Because I was like, well, I want this researched. So just trying to make sure they don't kill themselves and don't break the plane. Anyway. I'm the inventor of flight. They figured out a way to make lead paint for me. So my airplanes wouldn't crack as quickly. Because they were made out of wood. The lead in the paint acts as a natural sealant for the wood. So if you don't mind, I am the inventor of flight, and I think it's rude and disrespectful to me and to those people that spent their lives building something so amazing. They thought flight was pretty amazing. I do too. Maybe today people don't deserve to fly. I don't know. All I know is I gave flight to the world. Now, a lot of people worked very hard. Now, I don't know what this stuff is on TV. But, I was there, and I would remember how impressed and shocked and amazed I was about my people. The best people in the whole universe. And there are so many people I just feel like going, shut the fuck up. Anyway, I'm glad people liked my ideas, and I'm glad people really loved my planes. It meant a lot to me.